Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, middle of the week, May 14th. I am Trooper Steve, and we are here in the city of St. Cloud. Keeping on with what I promised you guys, talking about Police Week. Yesterday, we got to talk with amazing individuals from the Concerns of Police Survivors Foundation. That is a national foundation, but ultimately has chapters throughout the country. We have one here in Central Florida, so we got to have a great discussion with them. Today is about Honor Guard, and we are blessed to welcome in today Honor Guard Commander Matthew Redditt, Corporal Matthew Redditt with the St. Cloud Police Department. And he's going to hop in the car with us this morning on this beautiful day here in St. Cloud. We'll have a nice little conversation with him. How you doing, sir? Hop on in. Good morning. All right. Man, you got all the gear on, ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
On a Wednesday. Man, it got hot, dude.
Yes, it did.
Out of nowhere. So I'll give you the layout of the land real quick. So everything that appears on TV is right there.
Okay.
Cameras are all here. We've got them right there. Give it a couple of minutes, and the next thing you know, you won't even realize that this stuff's going. I have a door open. Let's see. We're good to go. There we are. All right. So welcome in. This is Corporal Matthew Redditt with the St. Cloud Police Department. His resume includes about 15 hash marks underneath that. But thanks for joining me this morning, man. I know you're a busy guy.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, St. Cloud Police Department. This place has grown like crazy. How long have you been here?
Going on 11 years now.
So, is this your first police department?
Yes, it is.
Where are you from originally?
Originally born in Orlando, but
Okay.
I grew up in North Georgia in the mountains until I was 22 and moved back down here.
Man, what made you leave Florida?
My parents wanted to raise me and my brother in something a little better.
Okay.
Conducive for a better childhood, I guess.
Okay.
What was Orlando shaping up to be? So went up to the mountains in a small town, and didn't really appreciate it as much then, but I do now.
Oh, I bet.
It's a really nice place to go back and visit.
Because in my mind, that's all I want to go to
It's
right
amazing
now.
up
Just
there. It's
space,
gorgeous.
trees, and have to drive a half hour to the local store or
Yes.
something like that.
Absolutely.
Did you always want to get involved in law enforcement?
I always had an interest in it. Little kids through probably my early teenage years.
Okay.
And then it just didn't seem like it was something I could really attain where I was at.
Okay.
When I moved, it kind of got put on the back burners. When I got introduced into my uncle's roofing company, started working for him for a while.
All right.
I helped run that company, and then the drive kind of kicked back in and saw my opportunity and put myself through the academy.
You know, I've noticed that because I started law enforcement in the military, then transferred to the state, but it's like I find that there is a niche in that carpentry world, and where people have a passion for law enforcement on the side, and then either they do it or they don't.
Correct.
And then later on down the road, man, I wish I would have done something
Yes.
like that. Is that what forced you to not wanting to regret it in the future?
Yeah, and I think once, because I didn't go to the academy till I think it was 28, so it was a little later for me, and I just saw my opportunity, and I realized I need to do this now or never, and I jumped into it, and best decision I ever made.
11 years, all here at St. Cloud. St. Cloud, I've seen St. Cloud Police Department grow. I would say, and please, I love these kind of conversations, so correct me if you disagree, because you're the one doing it wearing the uniform. I would say this is the best time in the St. Cloud Police Department in the past 10 to 15 years.
Absolutely. Yes.
Like right now, the status of the department.
100%.
And it's not a hit on anybody.
No.
I'm just saying, with modern day, the people you guys have currently in place, the equipment, I would say St. Cloud's where it should be right now.
100%. We've come a long way from when I got here. It was still in some progressive times, but
Right.
We've come leaps and bounds from just in the 10, 11 years since I've been here. And we get so much good equipment. Our pay is really good.
Yeah.
Everything, our pension's amazing.
And I don't think most people realize that you guys are this hidden gem down here in the southeast portion of Central Florida.
Absolutely, it's such a good place to work for. I'm happy to come into work, and that's I'm not just saying that. I'm honest when I say that. I do enjoy coming in, and I try to be as much of an ambassador as I can with some other officers that are looking to maybe come over here. We just have a lot of things to offer.
Now, when you say ambassador, you do other stuff like, and I speak in this car layman's terms because not everyone is a cop that's watching. So it's like you're not just a police officer that's going out there answering calls. So you have an array of things that you get involved with. You said ambassador, so that lit up. You're part of the traffic unit.
Yes.
Not just the traffic unit. You do ride motorcycles.
That's correct.
Talk to me about that. Why? Because I was a motorman, and it was the best 3 years of my life.
It is, and
not a lot of people understand it.
They really don't. And if you would have asked me beginning of my career and all the way up to about 4 years ago,
you'd have been like, no
I don't
way.
want to do that.
Right.
People are crazy enough on the roadway when I'm driving a car. Why would I want to get on a motorcycle? But once I came into the unit and started riding, it's honestly probably the best position at a department. I feel it's amazing the opportunity you get to have. Yes, it comes with its inherent dangers, but
well, of course,
the opportunity you get not just doing traffic enforcement, because that's obviously a huge role of it, but the opportunity you get to go to different events, escorting different events, partake in law enforcement funerals, which is obviously not a fun thing to do, but it's a huge honor to get to participate in that.
You know, and for me, when I was on two wheels, it was just the exposure to the public.
Yes.
People actually want to engage with you instead of just sitting in the tinted car. And people are like, no. They're like, oh, that looks cool. Kids like it. Gives you the break from the seriousness all the time. Now, like you said, there's a portion of that. Motorcycles, you're a representation of an agency. They're always shining. They're always looking good. But that's for a reason, because there's a lot of ceremonial things that come with it.
That's right.
The funerals. You said you participated in those, but you're also a member of the Honor Guard.
Yes.
And that's really why I wanted you to come in. We're in the dead middle of Police Week, and you're the Honor Guard commander for the St. Cloud Police Department.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about, one, what is the Honor Guard, and what being the commander kind of entails.
Well, a Police Honor Guard team is a designated team to have a couple of different roles. We do some, when you see a couple more of a color guard situation, where we do flag presentations for different events, community events. We do quite a few of those on our own for our city, and also joint with Osceola County Sheriff's Office and other Osceola County agency teams. But another huge role for the Honor Guard aspect is honoring the fallen officers from around the country and our state, and it's just a huge honor and the opportunity to be able to do that. And yes, you see us, we have all the shiny uniforms and everything looks pristine all the time, and that's for a reason, because we want to represent and honor those officers that gave everything, and also show that their family that we're doing everything to give them respect and honor them.
And you guys, this is more, it's not a full-time job. This is something you guys chose to do outside of your full assignment. So anybody within the department could become an Honor Guard member if they had the discipline and the want to do it.
That's right. Yes, they have to. You have to have a drive to do it. It's not something that just you go into it and just kind of halfway do it. You have to really want to be there.
Because there's a lot of work that goes into it.
There's a lot of training. You have to be able to fit the uniform, and it's a lot of standing when you go to these events. And what kind of keeps me going when you're standing there for hours and it's extremely hot, extremely uncomfortable, what keeps you going is just thinking, this isn't about me. What can I do for this short amount of time to give everything I can and the utmost respect for this person that gave everything, that doesn't even have the opportunity to stand and be here anymore, where I can go home to my family. They gave everything, and their family is there grieving them. So what can I do to set aside my own pain and discomfort to give them every ounce of respect that I can?
Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. There's something about, one, just being in law enforcement. You're doing it for a bigger cause, as cliche as it sounds. There's no reason why we're doing this. The days are over where I'm doing it because I can drive fast all the time. No, your car's monitored by GPS. Chill out. You can't do that anymore. But it's like the mission here, yes, there is a bigger reason to why anyone chooses to serve, and it's a human cause. And I think when you jump to the point of a law enforcement officer has given the ultimate sacrifice, that being their life while working, the least you can do is dress up and pay honors and not complain about it.
That's exactly it.
And you knowing that they would have done it for you.
Absolutely.
So I think it's amazing. Talk to me a little bit about the training, because I've seen the units trained, I've seen the highway patrol train, I've seen you guys prepare for events. Talk to me a little bit about training, because I don't think most people understand what goes into that.
Right. There's a lot that goes
It's a big
behind
alligator sitting over there in the lake. So yeah, the training that goes into it.
There is a lot, and even just the behind the scenes training, and also before every event, just trying to make sure that everybody is crisp and on point, because that's what it takes. You want it to be perfect. You want all the movements, and there's a lot of crisp turns and standing, and your timing has to be perfect. So there is a lot of training, especially when we do multi-agency events, because
not everyone does it the same.
No, and we do a lot of things with Osceola County, because there's a lot of different events we do, so we try to train together so we're all on the same page. Because yes, and a lot of people come from different military backgrounds and different branches.
Some people put the feet together, some people open them with the heels and all that stuff.
Yes, and how they salute and different things. It's a little different, so we try to make sure we come to some kind of understanding and just agree this is how we're going to do it, and try to keep it where everybody can do it, because there's a lot of different mindsets on it. But we try to make it exactly so when we do the event, we don't want to draw an attention to a little mishap. We want it to be,
because you guys are there for the event. The event's not there for you.
That's correct.
Roughly, how many events a year are you guys doing for a unit in St. Cloud? I'm trying to stop saying, and I'm out of my vocabulary, because for years, small town St. Cloud.
Right.
It is no longer small town St. Cloud.
You can see where we're going. Right?
It's insane.
Turnpike Exchange. You can see the picture with about the
So this is going to be another entrance over here off to the side.
Huge entrance.
This is going to be crazy,
All
right over Old Canoe Creek, Nolte. I remember the 7-Eleven that was right here. Gone. I remember it being built and being torn down. But you guys do a lot of events. You're no longer a small town police department. Talk to me a little bit. How big's the unit, and how many events a year are you guys doing?
So we currently, including myself, we have 16 team members, which is a pretty good size.
That's a large honor guard.
Yes, most agencies, I think our size probably might have 6 to 10.
Okay.
So it's nice that I was able to get that many people that are on board and really share a passion in doing this. So it makes it easier, because everybody has different schedules. They're full-time gigs that prioritize. So trying to get people, because you need at least 4 people to do a flag presentation, and then sometimes more depending on what the event is. So I think we do anywhere between 10 to 15 pre-scheduled events. A few of those are assisting with Osceola County, just to help them out, because they help us out every now and then. And that ranges from city events, from like our city memorial to our annual awards ceremonies.
So anything where the flag's at being presented, you can count that the St. Cloud Honor Guard are going to be participating in that.
There. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Anything coming up that you guys have planned?
We just had our Osceola County Law Enforcement Memorial, and that was a huge one. That's probably our biggest one we do. I would say the majority of our events happen early spring to the beginning of summer.
At least the scheduled ones, right?
Right. And then there's a few that pop up. We do have Memorial Day that we'll have. That one we usually just have one team member there to present a wreath, because it's more of a military.
So you're there just
event.
as a representative from the agency.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have to be there, and someone will be there with a St. Cloud Police Department wreath, and they will stand there during the event.
Well, man,
as representation.
I appreciate.
And then we also have the funerals that unfortunately
true.
pop out through the year. We try to attend any line of duty deaths that occur in the state of Florida.
Man, you guys stay busy. You're also currently an SRO also.
Yeah, it's a detail.
So it's a detail?
Doing. Yes.
Okay.
I don't do too many of them, but
hey, you got to pick them up when you can, right?
I do have a few other things that.
I thought this was the police for a second.
Yeah,
emergency management over here hanging out.
I'm not exactly sure what they do.
Yeah. Bill's gonna yell at you for that. Well, at least the car. It's like What do you need flashing red lights for, kind of thing? No, Bill, you know I have a lot of love for emergency management, so we love you over there. You guys work well together. Look, I appreciate you, man. The fact that you took some time, I appreciate the chief allowing you to come over here, get your detail relieved for a few minutes, just talk about Honor Guard. You guys, anywhere I go in Osceola, you guys are represented. Every time there's a big event, even in Orlando or Orange County, you guys are there. And the fact that I happen to know your chief, respect your chief, and know a good amount of people here, and let me know you guys are doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate you taking some time. If you ever want to hop in the car with me again, you are more than welcome
It's
to.
been fun. This is nice.
Yeah, I told him that, look, in the beginning it's a little creepy because there are cameras everywhere. You could see yourself at like 100 different locations, but you'll forget about it at some point. So guys, we want to thank St. Cloud Police Department, Chief Gerke, for allowing Corporal Reddit to hop in Results 1 with us today, and of course to talk about what exactly the Honor Guard does for the St. Cloud Police Department, what its values and standards are, and truly why they're in existence for a police department. And it's timely, the fact that we are in the middle of Police Week. And these guys are about to get celebrated because I'm told there's like a little barbecue going on today at St. Cloud Police Department.
They've admin has been cooking a lot for us.
So is this all for Police Appreciation
Yes,
Week?
it is, yeah.
Look at you guys. So we want to thank Corporal Reddit. You guys head over to clickorlando.com. Follow them on social media because they have a very interesting social media coordinator, PIO, that likes to put out some really catchy stuff. So guys, be safe and tune in tomorrow because we have another interview. We'll see you guys.